taken from Lyrin instead.
I think in this instance, I'm not convinced that it would be an item, but I think it would be like a trick that I've been taught to focus in a very particular way to be able to perceive the specific waves that are normally naked to the eye.
I don't know if I'll be able to help with that, because I do think mine would be device focused. So if I can't send info to a device, I probably can't help. Sorry.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I feel like I can help by just having, I have a mycronic training as well. And also I'm just drenched in mycronic particles, like a lot. And I kind of feel like there's just so many of them. I'm very bright and shiny mycronically. Maybe that my training might help do so much.
What exactly was the question you were trying to determine? If you don't mind rephrasing it for me. Because then I can... Yeah.
I am trying to detect mycronic energy. I'm trying to detect any evidence that
Of the fold.
Okay,
this
that
party
this
has
is
been in the fold.
of the fold. Okay, yes. Yes, his asset will help as well. So you'll have 2 assets. And also this isn't I think any device or anything that you do is going to detect this because he is drenched in it, but this is actually to see if you get any additional information.
Okay.
So yeah.
So, sorry, just run me through. So I'm rolling intellect, and then from the difficulty from there.
You put in the difficulty of 4, I think, is what we said.
Okay.
Yep. And then after that, it should give you effort if you want to use that, but I don't think you need to. Because you have a minimal amount of effort to use, so save that for when it really, really matters. But then,
did not use the assets. There are 2 assets in there that were not used.
I will say even with the 2 assets, that wouldn't pass.
Oh yeah,
because it would be a 6 and a roll of 2.
Yeah. Well, would you like to roll again with the assets, just so that you know how to do it in future?
Sure. Yeah. How do I add
it
the
should
assets?
come up and say in the pop-up button or boxes, there should be one that's effort, one that's assets as well.
I only have difficulty and then effort.
Oh,
you have to turn it on.
That,
You have to turn it on. It's a thing you have to tick on. I remember.
Oh, okay. That's my fault then, because I did your sheet. I'm so sorry.
It's cool. Let me figure
Thank
it out.
you.
For you. I can say it real quick. There we go.
Oh, thank you so much.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Try doing the roll over again.
Okay.
I'll do it for Lyrin as well, just in case. I'll check. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So intellect. Oh, bonus.
There you go. No bonus, but there should be one that says asset as well.
So it should come next, yeah.
Yep.
Difficulty 4. Effort 0. Asset. Got it. And that was 2.
Yep. Okay, but that's okay. We're going to go with your first roll, which technically would have been a success, but I just wanted you to be able to see kind of how it was done. Okay, so yes. How... I'm actually just going to tell you some info and then I'll let you guys role play it out. But yes, 100 times yes, you are able to tell that there is some energy. I think if you're using your eyes, the skin looks like it glows a little bit, but then also at times looks translucent. I don't know how much of the fold you've studied or how many animals or creatures you've studied that maybe came back from the fold. Can I ask you that? Is that something that you are extremely interested in?
It's something that I'm extremely interested in, but I feel that I would have at any possible moment been diverted from that into looking at something else where somebody saw what I was doing.
Yep. Okay. So then I think...
You're not the kind of person that just does the thing you're not supposed to do anyway?
I mean, if my mentor tells me not to do it, I will not do it.
Yep.
I have a book of creatures, and I feel that I've probably like slotted in extra pages where when I've learned about something that maybe isn't in my book or that I've been diverted away from, I kind of make my own page in the book, like in the same format, with the same margin, with the same picture, with the same like every precise detail, but I like make my own page and like gently glue it in that
Then-
alphabetical order.
If it's okay with you, and feel free to jump in and stop me if any of this doesn't sound like something she would do, but I think there's probably a moment where you're looking at him and you see his skin, and maybe you look at her as well, and you realize it's somewhat the same, and you go, and you like reach into one of your many pockets and you pull out this book with a bunch of notes in it, and you flip to a page that you've suddenly remembered. And it was a long time ago, that one time that you ran into a creature that had this translucent skin that would then glow and then go back to being translucent. And it lasted about a week after their exposure to the fold. But that was very faint, and this is incredibly so. But it's almost like you'd have to be looking for it to notice it. You had to actually look at him to see it. But yeah, I think that matches with your notes for sure. So not only do you see the exposure, but it's deep. It's heavy exposure. It's like nothing you've seen before, really.
I take a few steps back and feel behind me for the seat. I know exactly where it is. I've been in this place so many times. I know it like the back of my hand. I find the seat and I immediately sit myself down. And I stare. I just stare silently.
Resting their chin on their walking cane, they look at Tufar. Do you believe them now?
I mean, I want to say, of course, there's some possible explanation here. I just don't know what it is yet. I just don't know what it is yet. I just.
Sorry, but we have to talk to Valia's parents. We have to tell them that.
Do I know who this is? That.
Yes.
Phoebe.
Yeah, 100%. The Moonwakes are an incredibly wealthy, well-known name around Naviri. They probably support a lot of the sciences in the Citadel, and rumors that Matron Moonwake has been trying to get on the council or near the council, but she just doesn't really have any applicable skills that put her there other than money. So yeah, but she her daughter went missing 5 years ago.
Okay.
And it has been blamed on the Fairwaters.
Oh, I didn't. Nobody told me that.
Yeah.
Okay.
My friends, we have to tell everybody. Well, I suppose we can't, but we can't tell everybody, but at least we could tell them, right? The Moonwakes, the Fairwaters. My friend Jacko doesn't have family like me. I need to tell their families because they'll be worried.
Jacko, Blacksword?
Blacksword, yes. Do you know him?
No, I knew his parents.
Right. He's one of my good friends too. And just like instinctively, I just like hold the little relic a little tighter in my hands when I say that. His parents they were lost in the fold. But you should say something so that they don't worry. While the council's talking. We can do that, right?
The council's not
You can
going
come
to
with
do
us.
anything, Deep Fisher. I've been trying to petition to them to do something about the fold and the people we left behind for years. You've done well, I'll be honest. Sending a spy has been the most action they've done. But it's not going to go anywhere. Not with them.
While this is going on, I've ripped a page out of my notebook, and I'm writing the names of these people. I'm probably not trying to hide what I'm writing, so I imagine imagine I'm close enough for you to see it. I'm writing the names of the lost, and writing that I've sensed the energy. And then at the bottom I put, and the little one has the relic. And then I fold it up, almost like you're like wringing a towel out, like I fold it up like that. And I take out of my pocket, I take a small wooden box. I trap the paper in the wooden box, and then I open it up again, and it disappears. It shoots off really, really fast to its recipient.
That's cool.
What did you write?
Well, what you said.
Fenton, Fairwater. Help, Fairwater.
Well,
Jack
it's not-
Blacksword. Alien.
It's not my. It's not my judgment to make. So I had to inform those who can make the judgment to make the decision.
So you sent a letter telling them to tell their families?
Oh no, just what was happening.
Surely we don't need an answer from anyone to notify families.
I'm just
We're
looking
not-
at you blankly.
We're not prisoners, are we? We didn't do anything wrong.
Not prisoners, no.
Mr. Amara, are we prisoners here?
No. All I will say is that you do expect the council to do something about it. I think that's the only prison you're in right now.
Oh.
Waiting and thinking that they'll do anything about this. No
Then-
offense, as I looked at Tufa.
Oh.
Then we won't wait for them. We'll handle it ourselves. Right, Bull?
Right. We should go.
We have families to notify.
I sit back down. It's like the human equivalent of the buffering symbol.
Liren just looks down at Bull. Do you know how to get to their homes?
I do.
Lead the way, my friend.
Thank you. Will you do me a favor like you promised? I remember. I asked you once that if I seemed like I was a different me, you would let me know which me I was so I wouldn't forget where and when I was and which one of me I was, because I get confused sometimes and you would always remind me. So if this is a nightmare, you would tell me, right? If this wasn't the right me, if I was the wrong me somehow, you would tell me.
You are the only you I have ever known.
Thank you. Let's go to the Moonwakes. Mr. Mara, will you join us? People will listen to you.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, but I'll be hard to ignore. Mara will stand up.
Tufa, I don't know if you are going to come with us or if you're going to stay here.
Well,
I guess that's not a question.
I suppose I should come with you. Oh, and it's too far.
Too far. Did I say it wrong?
Too far.
Too far. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
No, it's not. Because your name matters how it's said. Too far.
My shoulders relax. I didn't realize I was holding my breath this whole time, but my shoulders relax.
Let's go.
Too far. Would you like a butter shield as they hand out a hard candy? Come on, let's go.
Tufa has an expression that is almost a bewilderment. And I think it's definitely the first time in this whole interaction we've seen it quite like this. We've seen a bewildered excitement at something new that she is discovering, but we haven't seen it quite like this. Would you like to describe maybe what you're feeling a little bit?
I think it's the expression of it's like a very hard and sharp piece of wood that suddenly has the corners shaved down just a little bit. Maybe just one or two of them, maybe not all of them. And a look of confusion and relief at the same time. Like she's breathed out.
Yeah.
And I think to the point where she sort of stands up before she even realizes that she's told herself to stand up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm on my feet.
Yeah, like, let's go. All right. Thank you. As you leave, do you do anything to sneak out of here? I'm assuming that you do not try to do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay.
You hear the sound of the cane against the ground,
Yeah.
like he's not hiding it.
Yeah, I figured you wouldn't be hiding it, but I thought I'd ask just in case. I will need somebody to roll then for me. I'm going to say, Amara, it might be you since you are the tallest and the loudest. And this is really just any kind of speed, actually. Or I would let you do might as well, if you wanted to. But essentially, you're going to run into some people that do not want to let these guys leave until they've been spoken to again by the council. And also, they don't want them scaring people. Yep. Okay.
How do you speak it?
I would say the difficulty is 4, because or 3. We'll up the difficulty if they insist, but you are pretty intimidating, I think. So I think we'll say 3 is the difficulty for this.
I actually surprisingly do have training in stealth, so I think I add that.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
Got
Nice.
training in stealth. I get a 3 level of effort in speed tasks. I think that's it.
Yep. Okay.
Difficulty 3, you said? Or 4?
I think I dropped it to 3 because 2 is standard and 3 is challenging. Yep. And 4 is difficult.
What's that? Nat 20.
Oh, wow. Incredible. Okay. That's a major effect. Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So then I think what happens is you'll have some people that are, I think you probably have like a really cool gator individual. I forget the name of the race. I'm so sorry.
Croc. I think it's literally Croc.
Oh, it's Croc. You're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah.
So you'll see like a Croc guard and then maybe a chameleon guard as well. And they kind of approach and whoa, they shouldn't leave. They can't leave.
I just give them the angriest glare as I don't slow down. I just keep moving.
And they
barge past them.
can he do that? Can he do that? I mean, he's doing it. Okay, all right. Well,
That's like, come on, kids.
Yeah.
No.
And yeah, they just kind of sort of let it happen because no one wants to mess with you. And then for the major effect, though, because I think that would have happened on a success. But what do you think happens that's a major effect of this?
Oh.
I have an offer for you.
I'm all ears.
Okay. I think there might be some rejuvenating pride in this moment that they just stepped out of the way and you're leading these kids and you got people that need you and depend on you again.
I'm leading the pack so no one sees us, but there's like almost like a slight crack of a smile before it goes back to their almost permanent scowl.
I love that. So then I would like to give you effort to use. I think that's what, kind of a rejuvenation of spirit is. So you can just add that to use in the next roll. Anything that you need. All right. Okay. And so you head to the Moonwakes. Is that correct? Oh boy. Okay. Bull, you're leading the charge here. What do you do?
Oh, no, I'm not leading. I mean, this is the Moonwakes. Liren? Maybe you should. I will knock on the door.
What's the matter?
They didn't see me very often. I mean, I was always here, but they didn't see me. She was the only one who saw me. And there's like probably a really amazing door knocker that is like probably
absolutely.
intricate, like abalone and all that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I imagine that somebody will answer the door. It's probably not her parents, but they'll see you in, and you're probably waiting in this incredibly large area where you can just like sit, and it's incredibly decorated. I will say that I remember Velia's mother really loved the islands and the volcanoes.
Yeah.
And so you probably have a moment where you glance over and you see that painting that she used to talk about and the flowers.
Yes.
And maybe you see some of the flowers in the house as well before Mrs. Moonwake comes in. And I think normally she would, she's all about decorum. So she sits down politely across from you. And you might be?
Matron Moonwake, it's me, Wakati Deepfisher.
I'm so sorry, dear. You're going to have to help me a little bit more than that.
Oh, I was a friend of Belia's.
She takes a deep breath in, maybe to steel herself. Maybe she's done this many times before. Maybe not at all.
I was your gardener for a couple of years. Worked here every day. After school. When I was younger. I went, Bailey and I, we were on the ship, the Hodgeglob, on the race.
She stiffens.
I just got back. And, I just found out that it's been 5 years. I didn't think it was. Just thought it was a day.
I'm sorry. You're saying you were with the ship? You were with the Fairwaters who warped the mind of my daughter and convinced her to go on this crazy quest instead of riding with her family? Instead of racing with her family, representing her family?
She wanted to race with us. We're her best friends.
Get out of my house.
But I wanted to tell
Get
you, ma'am,
out of my house.
But she's alive. I know where she is.
My daughter died 5 years ago.
No. No. I was with her, and we can save her. She sent me back. She's being very brave right now.
Roll for me.
And I'm going to use...
I just remember her parents being
effort.
absolute trash, and I'm trying real hard.
They're the worst.
They're the worst,
They're the
yeah.
worst. They really are.
Yep.
They're also very classist.
Yep.
Just going to note it. What difficulty?
I'm going to say 5. I'm sorry. It's, she's...
No, do not apologize.
Yeah, I think
That's
she's
right.
had to... I think there's a
I'm
small
gonna
part of her in there somewhere that would be
That's
very
dying.
happy. Yeah, that's dying because her daughter left and because of all the things she didn't say and the argument that they had. The last thing that happened was they argued. And so I think there's a part
Right,
of her that
yeah.
can't forgive herself for that. So you might be able
Because
to
she
reach
also
her.
didn't-
Yes.
She also broke the engagement with that jerk. And
Yeah,
like, it's just like all of
Her
that.
parents were very upset about that. Yeah.
Could I help
Spend
with
too
this?
effort.
Yes. How would you like to help?
I would like to think with the kind of bond that Liren and Wakati have, that her reaching over and holding his hand helps give him a kind of resolve that boosts his confidence and assuredness in this moment. And as part of my background, I do have helpful. So
I know. So that's perfect. Okay, so she
Yeah.
can actually do that for you. Which I believe, does it do the ease of effort
Asset?
or asset? Because she actually has a couple of different moves on her sheet where she can do
Oh.
either. Yep.
Nice.
So
that is a great question.
Mhm.
It says whenever I help another character, that character gains the benefit as if you were trained, even if you were not trained or specialized in the attempted task. However, I am also trained in tasks related to social interaction, putting others at ease and gaining trust.
yeah. Okay.
So I'm
So
not quite
let's-
sure how that one works.
It'll be an asset.
We're gonna
Yeah, that
we're gonna
counts as an
translate that to an asset. Yep. Because he's already trained, so now it counts.
Yes. And I think that I have, if I would say, in case you might think this would count as an asset, I do have on my person the flower.
I was just gonna say, you have her dried flower. Oh my god. Okay.
I do.
Yep, that counts as an asset. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry.
And with Liren's hand on my shoulder, and I touch it, and I reach in and I pull out this dried flower. It is a success. And it's a special. It's a 17.
All
And I
right.
hand this dried flower over.
And I think she is still completely stiff, but tears are running down her face. And you might not notice right away, but the tear does fall and hit the flower. But she's unmoving. Her chest is not heaving. It is just a silent cry as she recalls the last thing she said to her daughter and all the regrets she has.
I'm going to save her. Because I love her. She's the love of my life. But I've never met anyone as amazing and wonderful as she is. And I give you my word as a deep fisher. I will bring her back. With or without the council's help. We'll never leave her there in the fold. I just wanted you to know you should have hope.
She hasn't moved this whole time, still staring at the flower, but a barely audible whisper escapes her. Just bring my baby home.
Yes, ma'am.
And she doesn't look at you. She doesn't move. If you see yourself out, she's still there looking at the flower.
Mara will, I think, guide everyone out. And as they're kind of helping, guiding everyone out, they will, under their breath, but loud enough for Wakati to hear, say, you grew a few inches there.
Thank you, sir.
And that's where we end the episode. That was perfect. Are you kidding me? You grew a few inches there? That was fantastic. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Thank you, players, for playing. It is so good to be back in this world and in this universe. I know we shouted out at the beginning, but Druid City Games, thank you so much for bringing us together again to do another show. We love you. We love Naviri. We love Tidal Blades. And oh my lord. Oh my goodness. That was excellent. How we feeling?
I just told the mom, who didn't even realize what a human being, being, even though I worked there for years, that I loved her daughter.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The other mental gymnastics I had to do there was realizing that she got kicked out a long time ago, right? And then was living with y'all. So she doesn't even know what her daughter was up to or anything. So it might have even been longer than 5 years that her daughter had been kicked out. So that was amazing. That was wonderful. Just want to do some shout outs for these guys here because they've destroyed today. Em here is feeling so under the weather, but she destroyed. You did an excellent job coming in with this beautiful character. Drak, your old man turtle, I love him. Okay, he's just like perfect. Kolo, I love your little nerd. I love your little nerd. It's just nerd friends and Troop. What a treasure it is having you back. It's just, everyone has been great. And that's all I have to say. I'm sure there's other shout outs I'm supposed to make. Like, if you want to support us, go check out merch.tablestory.tv. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Do that. But also, if you've got a Prime sub, please feel free to throw it at one of these amazing players. And we'll see you next week. We'll see you next Wednesday for more of this amazing adventure. And thanks for watching. I have end credits, right? I do. I remember where I am. All right. Bye, folks. Good night.
Good night.
We are heroes and dreamers. We are restless believers, stronger than ever. Never say never. Don't look back now. Don't look back now. Rise up, stand with each other. We are sisters and brothers, finding our
14th. The main event starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific time.